Okay, so today we're going to take a look at an email that I sent someone the other day because I think there are quite a few things we can learn from this. Just for some context, a company recently reached out to me to see if I'd be willing to work with them to promote one of their products. It's an app. It's an app that apparently a lot of people use to learn English. I'm not going to tell you what it is today because I don't even know if I'm going to do this with them. So if it does happen, you'll eventually find out sooner or later. Anyway, so today I'm just going to call it an app. And in fact, this isn't the first time this company reached out to me. I remember receiving like 2 or 3 emails from them last year. But last year, for some reason, I wasn't interested in working with them or any other company for that matter to promote any product. So I don't even remember, but I probably just ignored their emails last year. Or even if I did send an email, I probably just sent a very short response saying that I wasn't interested. So this year, I've been telling myself that I got to be willing to do things differently, to get out of my comfort zone. That's the only way to make a difference. That's the only way to grow. That's what we often talk about on this channel, right? You got to be willing to do things differently from the way you've been doing them so far in order to grow and make changes for the better. So a few days ago, I got another email from them, and this time I replied back telling them that I was interested. After I clicked that send button, I was looking at the email that I just sent, and I thought to myself, I really want to share this with you guys. I mean, it's not much. It's not like a fancy business email. No, it's just, all right, let's get one thing straight here, and I'm going to be completely honest, okay? I don't know the first thing about business English. You want to learn business English? I'm not the person to come to. That's the truth, okay? I'm just being completely honest here. I don't know the first thing about business English. So I don't want you to think of this as business English, okay? I'm just showing you an email that I sent, and I'm not even going to show you the full exchange because I don't think that would be appropriate, right? I shouldn't be showing you what they wrote me. I don't think that would be appropriate at all. So I'm just going to show you that simple reply that I sent them, okay? And there isn't even a lot of detail. It's just very typical things that you would find in an email exchange of people trying to do business, okay? So, all right, let's take a look now. I'm actually going to show you on the screen right now. So this is it. This is exactly what I wrote. This is exactly what I wrote back, okay? Word by word, exactly. I just copy-pasted it. I was considering showing you the actual email screen, but for some reason I couldn't get the text to show larger, so I just copied and pasted over here. All right, let's take a look at the first sentence. I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me. Does that make sense? I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me. In order to understand this first sentence, you really need to know what this means. To be short with someone. To be short with someone. And to help you understand, I've actually already did a search here, and I'm going to show you on a different screen here. All right, so let's take a look at this highlighted section here. So to be short with someone means to speak to someone rudely without saying much. Okay, when you respond to someone and you don't say much and it's kind of rude. Of course, just because you don't say much doesn't necessarily mean it's rude, but in a lot of cases it can be. So that's why I explained the context earlier. When they sent me emails last year, I either just ignored their emails or just sent very short replies without explaining much. And so by saying, I'm going to go back to my screen here. By saying that I apologize for being so short with you guys, I'm making it sound like I was rude back then. And I'm kind of, and in a way, I could have been. I mean, I wasn't trying to be rude, But I'm admitting the fact that I may have been rude before when they reached out to me last year. You see what I'm trying to say? Hopefully. So I apologize for being so short with you guys. And the reason I'm saying you guys, although I was responding to a single person, is because I knew that that person was representing the company. So that's why I said you guys. Okay, so you understand what this means, right? I mean, have you ever talked to someone who really was very unresponsive? Like gave you very little response and it kind of seemed rude? That's kind of what being short with you means, okay? I hope you can understand that. Anyway, so that's why I said I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me, okay? All right. Now, just in case you're wondering, reach out to someone. I've already used this expression several times in this video, but reaching out to someone. Okay, let me see. Do I have it here? Okay, it's right here. Let me show you on the screen here. So reaching out to someone. I want you to look at the highlighted section here. It says seek to establish communication. That means trying to make communication, trying to make contact with someone, with the aim of offering or obtaining assistance or cooperation. So just with those big words, I'm sure you can understand what this is trying to say. Seek to establish communication. That means trying to make communication with someone. With the aim, that means with the purpose, with some kind of purpose, with the purpose of offering or obtaining assistance or cooperation. Right? So that's why I explained the context earlier. They reached out to me because they wanted to see if I would be willing to work with them, to cooperate with them, to collaborate with them to promote one of their products. And that's what reaching out is. And so they've already reached out to me several times last year. I said no. This year, I'm saying that I'm interested. And that's what this is, okay? So going back to my email here, I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me. Okay, next line. I will give your app a go this time around and see how my viewers could make use of it. Okay, now I think the important part is here, this part here. I will give your app a go this time around. I will give your app a go this time around. I will give your app a go. What is that? Let me show you. I already have it here on my other screen. Let's see. Here we go. Again, I want you to look at the highlighted section here. Okay, so give something a go is to try something, especially something with which one has little or no experience. Okay, so basically it means I don't have any experience with this, but I will try it. That is giving it a go. Okay, and you can see an example sentence right here following it. It says, I need to get more exercise, so I'm going to give cycling to work a go. Did you understand that sentence? I need to get more exercise, so I'm going to give cycling to work a go. I think it's a good example. I need to get more exercise. That means, I'm out of shape. I need to get more exercise. So what am I going to try? I'm going to try cycling to work. So it's basically like saying I'm going to try cycling to work. I'm going to try that. I'm going to give that a try. You can also say give that a try. You can also say give it a go. Okay? And so that means, this implies that this person hasn't tried that, or has very little experience in cycling to work, or has no experience in cycling to work, but is going to give it a go, is going to give it a try. So basically, giving something a go is the same as giving something a try. It's just a more casual way of saying that, I think. Okay. So going back to my email here, I will give your app a go this time around. This time around? That's odd, isn't it? It's actually a very, very common expression in English. Now, it's pretty much the same as just saying this time. But by saying around, this time around is another way of saying this time, or stressing a desire to do something different to what is usually done. That later part is the important part, isn't it? This time around basically means this time. When we're talking about something that happens on either a regular basis or something that happens periodically, something that repeats periodically or regularly. It has happened before, and it will probably happen again and again in the future, but this time around. They also say next time around. Okay, you can say, I believe things will be different next time around. Sometimes you can hear that. But in my experience, this expression is used most with this time around. In Korean, we would just basically say 이번에는. But again, by saying around, this time around, it implies that you're talking about something that happens again and again, repeatedly and periodically, regularly even. Okay? So going back to my email here, I said, I will give your app a go this time around. And by saying around, I am implying, I don't have to, but I'm implying the fact that this opportunity has occurred before, several times before, quite periodically. But this time around, something is going to be different. I want something to be different. There may be other opportunities in the future as well, but anyway, it's going to be different this time. So I will give your app a go this time around and see how my viewers could make use of it. Okay, I don't think I need to explain that very much. Okay, I will get back to you with my thoughts in the next couple of weeks. Okay, so get back to you. I'm pretty sure I explained this once or twice before in previous videos, but get back to you. I will get back to you means to make contact again. I will get back to you means I will contact you again later in time with feedback or with response or whatever. Okay? So I will get back to you. I will contact you again. With what? I specify, right? With my thoughts. Thoughts about what? Of course, I'm talking about the app, right? So I will get back to you with my thoughts in the next couple of weeks. That's easy. Meanwhile, now I really want to stress this word here because I think this plays an important role. Meanwhile, okay? So what does this meanwhile means? What does this mean? Meanwhile here means while this is happening. While this is happening. While this is happening. Meanwhile, I would appreciate any additional info. So instead of I would appreciate, a much more casual way to say this would be, please give me. Please give me any additional info. But in a slightly more formal tone, you can say, I would appreciate something. I would appreciate something basically means please give me. Okay? I would appreciate any additional info. You can say information, but I just said info. I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide to help the review process. You know what that means, right? So the important thing here is I would appreciate something. I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide. So basically this part in more plain English, I guess we can say, please provide me with more additional info or tools. But I'm being a little more formal. So I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide to help the review process. So what is the review process? What is the review process? This is the review process. I will give your app a go this time around and see how my viewers could make use of it. I will get back to you with my thoughts in the next couple of weeks. This is the review process, right? It's the review process. And while that is happening, meanwhile, I would appreciate, please give me, I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide to help the review process. Thanks again for reaching out. I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me. I will give your app a go this time around and see how my viewers could make use of it. I will get back to you with my thoughts in the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, while that's happening, I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide to help the review process. Thanks again for reaching out. I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me. I will give your app a go this time around and see how my viewers could make use of it. I will get back to you with my thoughts in the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide to help the review process. Thanks again for reaching out. I apologize for being so short with you guys the last time you reached out to me. I'll give your app a go this time around and see how my viewers could make use of it. I will get back to you with my thoughts in the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, I would appreciate any additional info or tools that you can provide to help the review process. Thanks again for reaching out. Okay, so I hope this helps. I hope you got something out of this. I hope you can at least get one or two things out of this that you can maybe use later on whenever you send an email or anything. All right, so that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share this very short video with you this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you very soon.